begin with an explosion of COVID-19 nationwide tonight as the country closes in on 8 million total cases of the virus. The number of new infections in the U.S. hit nearly 60,000 on Wednesday. That is a single-day high not seen since the summer. And with the country now racing toward what experts call a third peak in cases, tonight the CDC says it expects the virus will kill another 23,000 Americans by the first week of November. As we come on the air, 37 states are now seeing infections growing. Hospitalizations and deaths are rising too. And with falling temperatures forcing people indoors, we are told the surge will only get worse. It is a sobering assessment just 19 days before the election as President Trump and Joe Biden face off tonight. Not on the debate stage together, but in dueling town halls in separate cities. There's a lot of new reporting to get to. We've got our team of correspondents standing by to cover it all. CBS's Mola Lenghi is going to lead off our coverage tonight from New York City. Good evening, Mola.
Well, good evening, Nora. As you mentioned, the virus is intensifying and many states are struggling just to cope as more than a half dozen states continue to set daily records for cases and hospitalizations.
Tonight, the fall COVID surge is here. 17 states are now seeing surges unlike anything they've experienced during this pandemic, and no state in the U.S. is seeing a sustained decline. Hotspots are flaring up across the Midwest, with smaller rural hospitals fighting just to hold on.
It's not a joke, but we say we swim in COVID.
Dr. Scott Samlin is an ER doctor in Hammond, Indiana, a state that hit a record number for cases today.
What have these last, 5-6 months taught you that have left you to be better prepared for the situation right now?
It's scary. I think the scary part for a lot of us is that we don't know how any individual is going to handle COVID.
Today, at least 8 states reported their highest number of daily cases since the start of the pandemic. Numbers continue to rise in New Jersey, where the positivity rate would put the state on its own quarantine list, and Florida's single-day death toll doubled overnight. One factor that may help, a person's blood type. 2 studies this week suggest people with type O may be less vulnerable to COVID-19, but not certain COVID treatments. A new study from the World Health Organization found that treatments to remdesivir and hydroxychloroquine do not improve COVID survival. Ann Urich of Lancaster, Wisconsin, says people she sees just don't take the virus seriously.
So you've had an uncle, a brother, a sister, a son, and a father who have all come down with the virus.
My uncle, my brother, my sister, then my dad died. I couldn't even go to my dad's funeral. We don't get to say goodbye.
Well, today, Dr. Anthony Fauci pushed back against the White House's idea that herd immunity could be the country's way out of this pandemic, allowing the virus to spread uncontrolled throughout the population while only protecting the most vulnerable. Fauci called the idea total nonsense. Nora.
Mola Lenghi, thank you.